You may remember back in May, we told you about the new direct flights that are connecting Cleveland to Dublin, Ireland on Aer Lingus.
Yeah, so before this new route, Cleveland hadn't had nonstop service to Europe since 2018. Once those most recent flights here were announced, they began to sell out pretty quickly, and some of those early passengers included our very own Mike Polk Jr. and some special folks in his life. And here are some of his thoughts on the experience.
Well, it's no secret that there are a lot of Irish people in Cleveland, and ideally there will be more visiting soon. We did have to offer Aer Lingus significant financial incentives to get them to agree to set up shop here, but we now have flights running from Brook Park to Dublin 4 times a week. Now, some people might contend that because Cleveland is one of the poorest cities in the nation, using taxpayer money to subsidize trips to Europe might not be the best use of our funds. And those people are called party poopers. It's a legitimate concern. Back in May, a delegation of Cleveland dignitaries and civic leaders, including the mayor, tried the new route out for themselves. Regrettably, I wasn't able to join that trip due to a tragic lack of invitation, so I decided to take it for myself to make sure that Cleveland's getting good value for our dollar. I brought my own impressive entourage, including my parents and my good lady, and after a pleasant flight, during which my father managed to only insult 2 passengers, which is very good for him, we landed in the Emerald Isle and went straight to the Jameson factory for a very touristy tour. My dad's idea. The next morning, we took to the road to start exploring the beautiful countryside in the world's smallest economy SUV, the Peugeot. It's French, and it's terrible. Incidentally, the word Peugeot translated into English roughly means you should have upgraded, now everyone suffers. I don't know if you've ever attempted to drive a fully packed bumper car across a rural labyrinth as your 70-year-old grandparents critique your driving while you try to read traffic signs written in Gaelic. But let me tell you, it really makes you feel alive. And being on the wrong side of the car and the road only adds to the adventure. Ah, the Irish food is not great, and that's okay. It's not our strong suit. We're poets, not chefs. The general culinary philosophy over there seems to be, have we tried boiling this and removing all seasoning? The good news is I lost 5 pounds during that trip out of self-defense against our cuisine. Irish diet! What the Irish lack on the food scene, they more than make up for with awesomely named weird food products. Here are a few personal faves I spotted. In all sincerity, my experience in Ireland was amazing. The country is breathtaking and the history is remarkable, but it's the people who make the place. Everywhere we went, the people were helpful and friendly and genuinely curious about America and the lives of others. And my father spoke with about 1/3 of the entire population, so I have a pretty good sample size. The trip was great, and the Cleveland to Dublin direct flight made it very convenient. According to state officials, the new flights are expected to have an $85 million impact on the Northeast Ohio economy in just the first 3 years. And I sure hope that pans out, because I still have a lot of cousins to meet. This is Mike Polk saying Sláinte for 3 News.
Oh, that is so good. That I'm just the whole piece was spectacular. I talked to Mike about the journey. He is. I love about food's not the strong point. They've got plenty of other things to cheer about. We reached out to Aer Lingus this afternoon, actually. They told us that their direct flights to Cleveland, from Cleveland to Dublin, have actually been at 90% capacity. That is very good news. Again, Mike mentioned in his piece, 4 nonstops every week. They also tell us that demand has not slowed since they first made the trips available. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if I'd get in a car with his dad. No offense.
I don't know.
Seeing that go.
I love Big Mike.
And well, I haven't met
Peg, but I'm going to soon. I feel like I know her through Mike.
Yeah.
But
I'd love to meet
Mike
him.
is tremendous.
I just don't know if I would drive with him after seeing that video. And listen, I am a sucker for Pringles, but prawns.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen for me either. Thank
We'll
you,
just
Mike.
have to go drink our way through Ireland.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, that's what we'd have to do.
I'm fine with that.
All right.